I wanted to come on really quickly just to show you how to set up a Zoom or set up a Zoom account and how to host a quick Zoom meeting. And so, if you search Zoom in Google Chrome, you'll find these options. You click sign up for free because it is a free app. We love free. You'll get to this screen where you're able to sign up. You'll put in your work email, or you can just click sign in with Google or Facebook. And after you do that, you'll get to this screen. On this screen, you have a few options. You can schedule a meeting out. Perhaps you're going to be meeting with your students every day at 8 o'clock. You can schedule a meeting by filling in the box here and pressing send, or you can join a meeting from this point. But my goal for you today is to just be able to host a meeting. So you go over to host a meeting, you could decide if you're going to host it with your video on or your video off, where it just shows your name or your icon like that, or just your screen sharing where you're just teaching your students how to do something and you want to show it on the screen. So once you click that, you'll see a screen that looks like this, where you have the option to download Zoom as a software on your computer. If you don't want to download it as software on your computer, you will have the option to just start it from your browser. So from my computer, it has already, and let me just end this one so that you can see how to do this. I have Zoom as an app on my computer. So what I would do is just go to new meeting and it will connect. And so once you saw the word connecting, it's gone because it's connected now. Once you see connect, now you're able to invite your students to participate. So you can click the word invite here. And usually I copy the URL, which is here. I can select all the people that I want in a meeting, but typically I just copy the URL and then I go to my Google Classroom, which is here, and I would paste into my Google Classroom my meeting. So you would go to edit, and it's not a Google Classroom training, but you go to edit, and then you add a link into your Google Classroom. And all the students have to do is click this link, and they are now in your meeting. Just a couple things while you are inviting students onto Zoom with you, especially for the first time, because my first time was chaos. So I had to learn really quickly a couple things. First, we went over chat etiquette and what that meant, and them understanding that I can see their chat and knowing that they are not using chat to be distracting to the rest of the participants. But also, under managed participants, you'll see all the names of the people that will be in your meeting. And so at the first time you want to show them um, the etiquette of or the norms of your meeting. But until then, you might have to love this mute all button. And so when you click mute all, there's an option here that you can allow them to unmute themselves, or you can be the only unmuter. I will select that as the option first. So deselect that and you press continue, and that will leave all of them on mute until you're ready to hear any questions. Now, once they have all the norms in the training, then you can allow them to log on and mute themselves. So here's a little slide though that I created for my students before we start any meeting. We start with our norms. We had to create norms because I had zero management on my first Zoom call. It was crazy. But anyway, some norms that I created. I usually start my meeting about 5 minutes before this time that I've given in the Google Classroom. And that's just to give them opportunity to chat, talk, say hello. They're not together right now, but they need that time to just come back together. And so I give them that time. And during this time, I've talked to them about changing their name on the screen because some of their devices are their parents. And so it has their parents' name. And so that I will know who I'm talking to and have them change it to their name. And being aware of their surroundings as well is really important because they could be showing private things in their homes that their parents might not want other people to see. So be aware of where you're seated in the home as well. And then having a mindful body and remaining seated. And I talk to them just about the same way we do it in class. If we're up and we're moving, or if we're seated and we're silent, and that's the same etiquette that we want to use on our conference call so we are not distracting other participants. And then also, once you have trained them to be able to mute themselves, they can make sure that they do that at the beginning of the meeting before you start, and then encouraging them to be an active participant. And the reason I put that on there is because the chat feature is really important. So if you have a reluctant student who's not going to be vocal, you want to allow them an opportunity to in chat where they can type in their questions and you can monitor those and answer their questions for them as well. So that's a really quick way. You sign up, you host a meeting with your video, you come here, you click invite, you paste it somewhere easy for your students to just click your link and join you right on the call. Um, if you have younger students, you might want to have to ask their parents to help them log on for the first time. But I have fourth grade and they were able to log in and meet me here. And so at the end of the meeting, there's a little red section over here, says end meeting. You just wave your goodbyes. Usually at the end of our meeting, I let them chat for about 2 minutes to say their goodbyes to one another. And then I end the meeting and then it's over. Hopefully that helps. And happy using technology this school year. Enjoy your day.